How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Make my trekking. And today I have an alternator and I'm going to be replacing it on my 2011 Freightliner Coronado. So here we have the alternator. So first what we're going to do is get the hood opened up. And then we are going to get into the battery box, and basically they're going to disconnect all the power leads so that we don't have anything short or anything and getting a chance of getting shocked. I do this as a precaution. I guess I'm kind of paranoid about getting electrocuted, so we'll disconnect these battery leads. With the truck, a new problem. The ABS light comes on, the check engine light comes on, and my volts are dipping into the red up to 16, and my voltmeter kind of hangs out there. It should be around 12 or 14 volts, but it dips down all the way to there. So we're gonna try to figure out what the problem is and see if we can't get it fixed. And then what else happens, my air conditioning and my whole unit loses all power, and then it goes out once that dips so far down, and then my ABS light goes off and back on. Alright, so we disconnected all the battery terminals, both positive, negative, set them down on the side. Make sure they're not touching any of the posts here so you can't get any connection. And we will now go underneath the hood and start taking the belts off. Alright, so now we are here's the alternator, and basically what we need to do is we need to take off all these drive and accessory belts, and then we'll disconnect all the connections on the alternator, and then we'll unbolt it and remove it. Alright, so we got the belts off, and basically how you do that is there is a 1/4-inch keyway here, and I just have a big ol' kind of 1/4-inch breaker bar. Put that in there, crank that down, take this one off, and then this one back here is a little hard to get to. This one actually goes to the alternator itself. You need a 1/4-inch extension, and then take your wrench and crank that guy down, and then you can get that off. This one's really hard to get to. So now we'll start taking off the connections for the actual alternator. Make sure you take pictures, good photos, clear photos, so you know how to put the connections back on. I can't stress that enough. Also, I took pictures of multiple different angles of the belts, so make sure I get those back on the way that they get them back on the right way. So we'll go ahead and unconnect these connectors, and then we'll start working on these bolts afterward. Alright, so we got all of the connectors disconnected, kind of just leave them sitting here, and now we're going to undo these 4 bolts that hold the alternator. These ones down here are going to be a little bit interesting. I mean, see them, but they're right there and right there because the frame's right in the way. But yeah, these are 5/8 bolts, I think, is the size, and we'll unbolt these and then remove the alternator. Alright, so we got the 2 bottom bolts out. Here's 2 of these on the bottom. That was a tight fit. They just barely had enough room to pull them out from hitting the frame. So now we are going to undo the top bolts, and hopefully I don't drop this alternator. This doesn't matter, it's bad, but That is a tight fit. Alright, we got the old alternator out. Now you just gotta zip off this pulley and then put it on the new one, and we'll be good to go. So we got the nut off. We need to take this guy, it'll come off, put this pulley on the new one. All right, now that we got the alternator bolted back in place, we'll go ahead and reconnect all these electrical connectors how they were before. All right, so as you guys can see, we got everything buttoned up, got the belts back on. They're pretty good and tensioned properly. And now we're gonna hook up all the battery terminals back to how they were. This is where your pictures will come in handy. And yeah, we'll fire this thing up and make sure everything works as it should. Alright guys, so we got everything buttoned back up, ran the truck, made sure we didn't have any binding or any weird noises, and that's going to do it. So that is how you replace your alternator on a 2011 Freightliner Coronado with a DD15. And thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you guys out there, and I will see you on the next one. Alright guys, so we're driving the truck and making sure that the voltages are staying good. The volts are staying at about 14.9. They're not dipping into the red there. So yeah, so we're you know, driving at cruising speed, and so far so good. So that's just another way to check and make sure that everything's operating correctly. The volts aren't jumping around. It's not pegging itself all the way up over to 16. So far so good.